How y'all doing, everybody? This is Amun. How do you feel? You know, brothers and sisters, I had a moment today, early. I've been up early this morning, and I had a moment. I want to share my moment. I want to share it with you. I want to ask you a question, though. Before I ask you the question, Hotep, Ashe, good morning. Let's get into it. I want to ask you a question. What is the reason why you believe you're supposed to be in a relationship? No. I want your honest opinion. Whoever watched this, what is the real reason why you want to be in a relationship? Because in reality, none of you should be in a relationship if you're not ready to submit. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Why are you in a relationship when you're not ready to submit? You're not. You're not ready to submit to nobody. You wasn't trained to submit. Prime example, have you ever watched the movie Coming to America? If you remember Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, etc., etc. You remember the king said to his son, "Don't worry about it. We have chosen the finest," meaning the mother and the father of the daughter of royalty. She's been trained since birth to submit to you. Eddie Murphy says, "No, I don't want a female like that. I want her to have her own mind, her own intellect." But guess what? If you watch Coming to America 2, you're going to find out that they're not together no more. They also slept with other people. All the things that happen when you're not under the construction of an absolutely truth of monogamy, of learning it, of submission. So I say that to say this. Why are you in a relationship? If you shouldn't be in a relationship if you're not prepared to be submissive. You should have associates. You use words as "that's my friend." A male and a female can be friends, but there's going to be jealous vibes. Yes, jealous vibes that will be going on because you start to think that the person they choose to be with is not for you because subconsciously they want to be with you. Subconsciously. It's the truth. Subconsciously is absolutely the truth. So, I say that to say this. So many of you are in relationships and you find a lot of difficulty in your relationship because you don't want to submit. You want to do what you want to do, have your own opinions, right? And your opinions is clashing with the one you so-called you love. The one you love, this is what you say, "I love him." You don't. You emotionally are telling yourself that. You don't love this man, or the man don't really love you. And then you start having a little extra more feelings when you're having sex. Because in sex, you're really combining the spirit Not entirely. Because if you just want to have sex just for the flesh, that's exactly what it's going to be. Just for the flesh. And then we use these words. Right? As a device. We use these words as a device to implant them into our consciousness and to believe these words and bring them into existence and think that you absolutely care for this person. You can't talk about, oh, I really care for this person, and 10 women later, you talking about I care for the last one too? Does that make sense? You're an emotional wreck. And you still have the spirits of the people you were fucking prior. Because if that person you was messing with did things to you, you're not going to forget them shits. Because if the person you with now do things that are somewhat similar to what the person did something negative to you, you're going to recognize it like, yo, I've been through this shit. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you constantly sleeping with different people and all of a sudden you decide you want to form a relationship with. Nah, you should not be in a relationship. You don't get into a relationship unless you're ready to submit. That's just plain off day. It's easy. You've been living a life backwards. You can have your opinion, sure, but you gotta pick your fight and pick your points. You gotta pick your points instead of sitting out there just running your mouth on your opinions and what you see. Submission, monogamy. If you don't really understand this, you just wasting time and being with somebody and destroying each other lives because you're not fully committed to what you believe. This is why I do these small little messages to try to help y'all, because so many of you are in a relationship and you shouldn't be. You just shouldn't be. I'm just telling you, honestly, you shouldn't be in these relationships because you don't know what you're doing. You're laying down having sex, and how your sex life is it physical? Is it spiritual? Now you might feel that way, but guess what? What if he's not feeling that way? And a lot of you do these things. You looking all in the wrong places psychologically. Real fucking talk. Psychologically, you looking all in the wrong places. And then you become emotional. Because you trying to find somebody, so you get desperate. Yo, women, they do this at a young age, old age. It don't even matter about the time. So brothers and sisters, we're going to be getting into this. Why are you in a relationship? This topic is so big, but we really don't tap into it. We really don't tap into it like we're supposed to tap into it. We don't. Or you think, okay, I'm supposed to be with this man or this woman. No. You don't have to be with nobody. You don't have to be. Who told you that's what you're supposed to do? Who told you? If you're ready to procreate, that's a different story. But if you're not ready to procreate, why be in a relationship and form some kind of bond, and then it's a possibility, strong possibility, might I add, that you're gonna make a baby. And then you use the baby as a fucking internal weapon. An internal weapon. And then who gets destroyed? 3 people. You, the woman, and the baby. Why are you in a relationship? You should have associates. That's it. That's all you should have. And let people know the truth. I'm not trying to get into a relationship. I used to do that back in the days. I used to tell people, I'm not trying to get into a relationship. You know, females just sit there, why? You're scared. You're scared to get hurt. Yo, they basically was just telling on themselves, man. I didn't believe of being in a relationship when I was younger because I didn't know what a relationship was. I wasn't ready to submit to some female. And I know she wasn't ready to submit to me. And then the females used to sit up there and ask all these fucking questions. Why? How come? You scared? You this? You that? I mean, and they don't even know why they do that. Then they having 2 or 3 babies from 2 different men. They act like this is what they supposed to be doing. So I say again, brothers and sisters, why are you in a relationship? You don't know what you're doing. All you doing is you want a person to entertain you. That's all you want, is a person to entertain you. That's a wrap. That's all you wanted. That's all. Especially women. Listen to how they talk. I'm bored. I'm bored. This is what they say. I'm bored. Real fucking talk. I'm bored. Huh? The real females who's not bored, who's into educating themselves, they're into entertaining themselves first. You get these females, I'm bored, because they want to be up in front of some man's face, okay? And they want to have sex with this motherfucker. Real fucking talk. Real fucking talk. That's what they want to do. But we're going to get back into this deep, brothers and sisters. Real deep. Peace out. I'm sure I'm in Rob.